I'm having so much fun here in upstate New York, searching out great places to paint water. You got the Niagara Falls, of course. You've got High Falls in downtown Rochester. You've got the Erie Canal all over the place. It's like I'll be driving around and there it is, whoop, there it is, whoop, there it is. It's all over. And then there are the Finger Lakes that are just beautiful. It's just the most pristine water. It's blue, it's green trees everywhere, the green grass. There's a lot of really amazing places. And then there's just little creeks down the road. There's Irondequoit Creek, and it is, there's a dog park, so there's that. That's a really interesting thing. The dogs are just running around loose. There's no fence, and it's just kind of a crazy place. I don't take my dogs there. That probably would not work well. But I did find a running area of water with trees and the branches, and the sky was beautiful blue, and there were reflections, and it was late afternoon, the golden hour. And I took some photographs and I took a few notes of the way the shadows looked and the colors along the bank. And then I came home and I painted this for my reference photos. And this painting was accepted into the Monroe County Juried Show at the Railroad Art Gallery in Fairport. So I really wanted to capture, like I said, the reflections from the sky, from the leaves, from the branches, and show the areas of sunshine versus the area of shade on the other side of the bank there. And I think I did. I'm happy with it. The other two paintings that I just did this past week were from Letchworth Falls, where I went on a hike. Didn't know exactly where I was going. I had been there once before, but this day I went specifically to find a place to set up my plein air painting. This day I went specifically to set up my plein air painting, not my plein air painting. So it looks like I found a trail that will take me a little bit closer to the river, but a little further away from the big waterfalls. And I found a really great place. The bridge. I didn't know I could get to it. Ha! How cool is this? They built it for, I don't know, something like $675 back in the 1800s, I think. There were some really beautiful views because the sun was kind of hitting the water, the waterfalls, the trees on that side of the bank, and then the shadows on the cliff. There's a huge cliff on the other side, and the shadows were hitting the cliff. Okay, this may be my favorite view because you've got the waterfall in the background. Right here, we've got some amazing cliffs. And I had a lot of fun with it. I used gouache while I was there. And if you're not familiar with it, it's an opaque watercolor. I didn't spend a lot of time. I was probably there for about an hour. And I just blocked in some darks, and I kind of sketched out basically where I wanted things to go. So I put where I wanted the water. I made a few marks to indicate the water. And then the darker cliffs on this side, and then the light in the trees. And it was the middle of the day, so there were some really strong light source coming straight down, and shadows. I meant to get there a little bit earlier, but you know how that stuff goes. I had to walk the dogs. Anyway, I couldn't quite make it and this is about a little over an hour from my house. So I was probably there in the spot right about 11, maybe 11:30. I shot this video vertically because that's how I wanted to paint the scene. I want to show a little more of the falls so you can tell how massive they are. And I want to show the sun on the trees and the shadow on that side, on that cliff that goes forever. There is a reason that Letchworth State Park is often referred to as the Grand Canyon of the East. And I took a lot of reference photos and some videos, and I've completed that one when I got back here in my studio. Because as I was sitting there looking at the scene, quite a few people walked up, and I was a little distracted. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you can go ahead and paint even though the people are there. And I did pretty much. But it was also fun because there was one little girl who talked about, her mom talked the most about how much she loved to paint. So she got to see me and I got to talk and visit with her about what she likes to paint. That was fun. So this was my second painting that I did just here in the studio using my water miscible oils. And I basically followed the same composition as the other one I showed you. I just went a little more horizontal in this painting, and I brought in more of the cliffs over here, and I showed a little bit less sky than in the other one, and more let the river come out a little bit wider here. This is a pretty nice view right here. I love how the light is just kind of that dappled light through the trees. There's so many trees. That's about all that comes to mind at the moment. If you want to see more of my animal portraits, the link to my website is in the description. If you're interested in having me paint your pet, leave a comment below or email me through my website. Thanks.